Hey youngins, got another episode of Grandpa Cooks here. I already got started. We're gonna make some Italian food today. We're gonna do some baked ziti. Now Italian food is pretty easy. You can do whatever kind of pasta you want, whatever kind of sauce you want, whatever kind of meat. You know, this baked ziti recipe, we normally do it with I think ground beef, but I had some sausage left, so ground sausage. You could use ground turkey, whatever you want. So brown your meat, whatever kind you got. I like some onion, so throw some onion in there. Get it going a little bit too. Get it cooking. Got my pot over here with some water for the pasta, and that's almost coming to a boil. Then we're going to throw the pasta in. Okay, this is easy. Alright, we're back and the sausage is about done here with the onions. So you see all that brown stuff on the bottom of the pan? That's some good flavor. You don't want to just, pull this out and, get rid of it. So what you got to do, you got to put something in there to scrape all that off with. Now you can use some wine. I don't really have any wine right now. So I got a little bit of chicken broth. So I'm going to put a little bit of chicken broth in there. And then kind of stir everything around. I'm going to scrape the brown bits off of the bottom of the pan there. Come on now, you can do it. So after I kind of scrape all that off, you got the makings of a good sauce here. Now you can get yourself cans of tomatoes and recipes and whatever, but Grandpa is easy. I just got a jar of spaghetti sauce. That's real easy. So, alright. So, got that pretty good. I'm going to add the jar of spaghetti sauce. That's, pretty much about it. Or it's like 3/4 of a jar. I must have used it for something else. I don't know. I'm going to stir it all up. Just kind of let it simmer for a little bit. Turn it down. Let it kind of get all happy in there. See, piece of cake. This ain't nothing. Now, since this was a jarred spaghetti sauce, I never think they have enough seasonings. So I'm going to add some Italian seasoning. Do whatever you want. This has got a bunch of different spices in it. Some Italian seasoning, some oregano. And what else we got here? We got some basil. This is some dried basil. And Grandpa got a surprise for you at the end. Alright, there's the dried basil. And some thyme. Everybody needs more thyme, right? Oh, Grandpa definitely needs more thyme, but shoot, who knows? Alright, I'm going to stir this up and let it keep simmering. And pasta water is just about boiling. So you want to get it good and boiling. Let's see, let's crank her up. Oh God, secret tip for you here. The jar of pasta, couldn't get all the sauce out of it, so I put a little water in the bottom, or you could put a little cream or milk or whatever. Then you stir it around, and look at that. I got like at least a 1/4 cup more sauce out of that. There's a little tip for you. Grandpa's cheap. Alright, so that water is good and boiling over there, so I'm going to add the pasta. This was ziti, but you could add whatever kind you want. You can make spaghetti, shells, fettuccine, I don't care, whatever. And you kind of stir it around the first couple minutes, first couple seconds or so. Make sure it's not sticking. And then cook it however long it says. This said about 15 minutes. Alright, I'll be back, y'all. Alright, back here, Grandpa. This pasta is about done. Needs I think it's done. I tested one. It's alright. So, I'm going to turn the water off, or the fire. Okay? So here's a trick for y'all. Save a little bit of this pasta water. I don't know, 1/4 cup or so. Put it in your sauce. Okay? These are tricks from professionals I learned. See, you ever had, pasta, or say you're eating spaghetti, and you go to eat the spaghetti, and all the sauce is on the plate, and you're picking up spaghetti, you're eating dry spaghetti, or pretty dry spaghetti, and all the sauce on the plate. That pasta water has starch in it. That'll help this sauce stick to the pasta. You know what I'm saying? Then it all works good. All right, I'm going to drain this pasta. First, a lot of people ask me, why, Grandpa, you like cooking so much? Well, I learned when I was knee-high to a grasshopper, that's where the action was at, in the kitchen. Back at Granny's house, everybody be hanging around the kitchen. That's where all the fun was happening. And I learned early on, you can be good at, riding a bike or whatever. How long are you going to ride a bike? A couple years when you were a kid. How long are you going to play sports? Oh, I'm good at football. Okay, well, how long are you going to play that for real? Even if you're a professional, not even that long. So let me ask you this. How long are you going to eat? That's right, you're going to eat your whole dang life. So why don't you be good at it? Well, not eating. Yeah, well, you can be good at eating, but then you might, you know what I'm saying? Be good at cooking, because you're going to need it your whole life. All right, I got to get this pasta drained. All right, so now I'm going to put the pasta in the sauce here. And what we're doing next here, we're going to stir it all up. And so what this was, oh shoot, I forgot to turn the oven on. Grandpa's a little forgetful sometimes. So, well, here's what we're going to do. This was going to be a baked ziti recipe, right? Well, it's not a baked ziti recipe anymore. It's just going to be a ziti recipe. So, what I would have done was, you put this in a casserole dish and, cover it in cheese. And then you bake it for, 20 minutes or so. Let it get all happy and let the cheese melt and all that. But I forgot. You know what? Grandpa was hungry, so I'm not gonna start the oven now and wait 15 minutes for that thing to get warm. I'm thinking that looks pretty good already. Okay, so not a big ziti recipe. Sorry, y'all. It's just a regular ziti recipe. I am going to add some cheese. Add whatever cheese you want. This is Parmesan. I mean, you can add mozzarella, then it gets all stringy. Hey, if you like that, that might be good. You can add whatever kind of cheese you want. Now here's my special trick at the end. These special, you ever heard of basil when they cut the basil in those little tiny ribbons, those little strips? I wanted to show you close up what it looks like. Oh, that looks pretty good. And you know what? That sauce is sticking to the pasta, right? Yeah, that's good stuff.